What's up, traders? And my name is George, the trader, on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. Our page is Unfiltered and Faith Trading. Unfiltered Faith and Trading. So, subscribe and click on the follow buttons so that you may be notified every time we put up a post. And to grow this community, all you need to do is just check my TikTok bio and join the live trading sessions, or inbox me on all my social media platforms so that I add you to the trading community of traders that are taking more profits than screenshots. So let's get started. What I want to share is the reality in the trading space. Most of us are not familiar with trading as Forex trading as a career or as an occupation, but one of the things that I embrace in my generation is to be one of the pioneers to have influenced that in my generation. And if you're wondering what Forex trading is, some of us fear the candles that move up and down, that are green and blue, that are green, and red. So based on how the person who is showing you is illustrating them, but as we get to this trading space, we might be encouraged that it is not as hard as you think, and yet it is not as easy as you hear it. Trading as a career is one of the things that is called a skill. It is a skill that as you invest 5 years into becoming a doctor, based on which country you are, that is on my country as a Ugandan, and as many as other professions need for you to study to qualify. But trading is a space where everything can be learned, and as much as you know, trading is not going to reward you based on what you know or based on how much you know, but it's going to reward you according to the patience that you have in the market. Trading is going to reward you with the fear that you have control over in the market. Trading is going to reward you according to the greed that you control in the market. Why do I say this? That the reality of trading is that trading will help you find out yourself when it comes to money. When you are a very comfortable person when it comes to money and you don't have greed, trading, one of the issues that you will have to deal with trading will be removed off the list, because most of the things that are tested when it comes to the trading space is the fear. What do I talk about? Why do I say this about fear? Fear is one of the things for the traders that know very well, or when you start your journey with me, you'll understand that sometimes you will want to enter the market and it's the right time to enter the market, but you feel that you want to delay a bit to enter that position, or to open up your position in that particular trade, whether it is GBP USD, whether it is GBP JPY. Sometimes you'll feel like it is like you deserve to wait for the trade to play out, and when the trade plays out and it was the same analysis that you had on the chart, it will somehow affect your mind, it will somehow affect, and you say, well, why didn't I take this trade? Now that is fear. Then when it comes to greed is one of the things that you say that I am targeting a profit of $100 every day, or I'm targeting a profit of $200 every day. But when it comes to you opening that trade and you have made the $100 already, what will happen is that some of us will want to stay in the trade longer, to aim for more $200, to aim for more $150, because it makes more sense to see the trade going in your direction. But when the trade starts retracing and even comes back to your entry and even blows your account, blowing your account for the people that don't know trading is that it wipes out your entire capital and equity. What is equity in trading? Equity is the money that you require as capital in your trading account, because Forex trading is the buying and selling of different commodities. When we are selling different commodities, it comes back to currencies. Currencies are commodities in the economic market. In the economic market, you'll find commodities like US oil. You'll find, okay, in the Forex space, we term them as currencies. We term them as currencies, and there is, just like how you go to Forex bureaus and start and say that I want $100. Here is my Ugandan shillings. There, that means you're buying the dollar and you're selling the Ugandan shillings. But when you have the $100 note and you say that I want Ugandan shillings, that means that you are buying the Ugandan shillings and you are selling your $100. That is what happens in the Forex market. Forex markets are highly influenced and highly affected by whatever is going on in the world. For example, by the time the Queen of England died, may her soul rest in eternal peace, one of the things happened and the GBP, or the Great British Pound, Great British Pound fell, and it was a time of recession in the United Kingdom. Recession means that the currency lost a lot of value, and it was one of those terms they call, what does that term refer to? Inflation. So that is where the Great British Pound, because at that point I was in United Arab Emirates and I had bought it was about £300, and by the time I bought it, it carried some weight, and by the time the Queen of England died, I remember my British pound was worthless. But I kept it. Yeah, I kept it. By that time, even I was not aware of what Forex is, but I'm trying to bring you to the familiarity of what and how Forex works. So Forex markets work based on global events, based on patterns, based on the history of the economy. Sometimes when you, for example, in Uganda, we know that once it comes to the festive seasons, around the 25th of December to the 1st of January, there are some things on the market and there is a high demand for them. Therefore, the value of them has increased. Okay? The value of them has increased. That means their demand is high. But in most cases, the supply is low because of the demand. Most of you that did economics and know the law of demand and supply. When the supply is high, the demand is low because it's everywhere on the market. When the demand is less, the supply happens to be high, or when the supply is high, when the supply is high, the demand happens to be low. But when the supply is very low, the demand happens to be very high. That is why there is a number of diamonds in the world. There is a number of gold. There is a limited number of gold in the world. It's not as common as you see dust. It's not as common as you see limestone. It's not as common as you see sand. because there is value attached to that kind of metal.